WBC is once again proving they are the We Back Canelo belt, the We Be Corrupt Championship. But that's gonna be our topic for today. We're gonna get into that in a second. First, if you would hit like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the Boxing Politic. It's your boy BG. So yeah, just like I was saying, I'm doing this shit like real early too because I'm just seeing the article that the WBC is ordering Canelo um, a mandatory fight for the belt David Benavidez just lost on the scales. They're ordering that as a mandatory for Canelo Alvarez. How they got to that point, I don't know. All things considered, let's look at it. He was a WBA like interim belt holder at 168. The 160 champ is Jamal Charlo, so it would make sense that he has the right to fight for that belt because they gave Canelo a title for him to avoid mandatories. Yet at the same time, he can be a mandatory to fight for a belt that he hasn't. He's only fought one person in the division who was nowhere near like top 10, top 20 of the division. And I mean, he was gonna vacate his September 12th date, and he probably still has to because it's less than a month. So that's a done deal. I mean, it's just the shit is shameful. It's just shameful, man. We can't we can't support this. I can't support this. The WBC is just. I mean, they're not even hiding it anymore. They corrupt for the sake of corrupt. I mean, well, not for the sake of corrupt. They corrupt for the sake of money. Like they sat chasing Canelo to the ends of the earth. They don't want any little crumb he dropped. You know what I'm saying? More than just what crumbs he dropped. If he dropped something else, they'd be looking to eat that up too. When we look at all the all the decisions they made in pursuit, that this has to be something that like boxing writers write about in the future. Like the decisions that the WBC has made, all in pursuit of satisfying Canelo Alvarez. You made up a designation, a franchise designation. You made that up. You just made up something where, hey, you know that ranking system we have that makes us a sanctioning body. Yeah, we don't need that in the sake of Canelo. We don't need drug testing. Like, oh, these people keep getting tested with for was it Clenaball or something like that. Is one of them drugs that they say keep being in the beef in Mexico. Yeah, you eating that beef when you can have like Kobe steak flown in from Japan. You know what I'm saying? You got the money for all that, but it don't matter. You gonna eat that tainted meat and make an excuse for it. WBC says that's all good. You know what I'm saying? Make the excuse. We all in it. So they support him with that. They support him with that the franchise. He doesn't have to fight mandatories. Um, he really with the whole making the Golovkin fight when he decided he'd drop their belt. He put their ass in line, and that's what other fighters need to do. I don't understand like looking at Wilder Fury. Wilder, should he win, just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Drop that belt. You can throw that shit in the trash. Let Hearn try to make a fight with White and AJ and call it undisputed. People know that's not really undisputed. Like all your belts were trinkets at this point, AJ. So the real fight will still be the real fight. It is what it is, and they gonna still need that money from a Wilder fight. So if I'm him, fuck the WBC. If I'm PBC, I'm saying look at what we've seen. The WBO clearly just start the campaign now. They already started it with the WBO, saying how you know what I'm saying they not even recognizing that belt as it's illegitimate. Start delegitimizing the belts. just do so in the public eye. Keep sharing that these belts aren't up to par. They don't really matter. We're gonna make one champion. That way, our best fighters can fight within each other, especially at welterweight at 154. Once you unify, once that Jamel Charlo and Rosario fight happen, you'll have a unified face at 154. Be like, fuck it, we got all the belts. We're just gonna turn this into the PBC belt, and from now on, our fighters fight for the PBC belt. And then throw the sanctioning bodies away. They trash. It is what it is, man. WBC is proving how illegitimate they are, and it's time to move past them. And WBO has been done that. IBF, you'll hear me say it 100 times. They the most legitimate. They downside is they mandatory. So nobody nobody's really studying who, like Carlos Ocampo was the mandatory for Spence. You probably have some other names. All these names got like 7 syllables. These guys are these are the mandatories. So that's the downside of the IPF. But I digress. This whole thing is supposed to be about the We Be Corrupt, We Bet Canelo belt, and the shameful decision they just made. But if you're interested in more, we're gonna keep on riding on these type of subjects. I'm gonna put out video after video. Uh, really need to cover the fights from last weekend. But other than that, thanks for your time. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. It's been your boy BG. Y'all take it easy. Stay blessed.